my dad's truck because we are selling my rims and we're buying an exhaust for the BRZ. But first and foremost, I want to talk to you guys about something that when I was doing research on this car, it was the most controversial topic, and I feel like people just couldn't figure it out, and there's no one to give you a real true answer. Everybody's just kind of saying their personal opinions. But I'm going to give you a true answer on a question that I think needs to be answered, which is, can you daily a BRZ in the winter? Well, and more specifically, in the Canadian winter. And honestly, the answer is yes. It snowed on Sunday night. We got a couple inches. I drove about 50 kilometers in the snowstorm, so it was slow traffic, but you're still moving. Wednesday evening, it started snowing. Pretty bad. There was a lot of accidents. It was pretty icy out. So Wednesday evening, it snowed all night, and then all morning, and then Thursday, it snowed all day. There was whiteouts all day. There was the roads were insane. There was a couple inches of snow packed onto the road by the end of the day, and then Friday, it snowed again all day. And it's to the point now where there's about an inch or 2 inches on the ground just packed onto the road. No matter how many times the plows go by, until the salt gets through it, there is just a constant layer of snow on the ground, which is fine. It's easier to drive on that than slush anyways. But I have been driving the BRZ all week, and it really hasn't given me a problem. Usually the main cause of losing traction to the BRZ is just two different surfaces. So if I'm in slush with both tires, or snow, or on the pavement, it's fine. But if one is in slush and one is just on snow, that's when I start to lose traction. But again, it's not really losing traction to the point where you can't drive it. Lots of people have done reviews with the stock tires, which are not winter tires. If you don't have winter tires, you should not be driving the BRZ in the winter, and that's as simple as that. It is not necessarily a winter car, but it can be done, and it can be done very well. It's very balanced, it's very easy to drive, it's very stable in the snow. You just need winter tires, and I've seen so many people driving it in reviews on YouTube and stuff where they say, oh no, you can't drive it in the winter, and they're showing themselves just burning out, not moving, but they don't have winter tires on it. Guys, that's the key if you want to be able to drive this car in the winter. And you have to accept the fact that the traction is going to come on all the time. So if I'm driving in a straight line, when I'm in first, second, sometimes even third, as soon as I let out the clutch and I start giving a little bit of gas, traction comes on. There's no fighting that. It comes on when you're applying any sort of power, and you just kind of have to learn when it comes on, when it comes off. It takes about a couple days of driving in the winter to get used to, how to change lanes. You can't give it any gas while you're passing over the little snow bumps in the middle. There's a lot of ins and outs with driving this car in the snow, but once you do it and you start to learn them and you start to drive it every day, personally, I've been doing it all week in whiteout conditions. I'll show you guys some pictures. This is what it was like the other day when I was driving around in a vehicle at work. So it's just absolute whiteout. And not to say that I could drive in the whiteout, because that's different, but when the whiteout's over, obviously damage has been done, and there's a couple inches of snow packed onto the road and I can drive on it fine. So my winter tires are 205 55 16s, so we cut down one rim size to give us a little more depth into the snow, and we went from a 215 to a 205, which isn't a big difference, but it's a little bit narrower to give us a little bit more cutting when we go through the snow and the slush. And also another thing that I've done personally is put a bag of sand in the back. It's only a 60-pound bag of sand. It's nothing extreme, but I do find it helps quite a bit. I just bought $5 at Home Depot. I bought the bag of sand, threw it in the trunk, and it's helped me get a little bit more traction. I notice it mainly going up hills. I'm not braking free as easily, so that's another good thing as well. Okay guys, I'm almost at work. We're gonna go pick up the new exhaust after work and also sell the wheels. So thank you guys so much for watching, and remember, if you like the video, if you want to help the channel grow, make sure you give it a thumbs up. The traction control has been on for about 4 minutes and I'm just sliding. Thank you very much. Make sure you give the video a thumbs up, like it, share it, tell your friends, and for today, peace out. Thanks for watching.